live stream still.
Hey Rachel, you can watch us live if you want something to laugh at.
Yo,
Pretty
Rachel!
degenerate.
Rachel should
Yo!
watch. Yes, she should watch.
Hey, what's up, Rachel?
Yes, Rachel, watch it. Subscribe. Oh wait,
Leave a
I have the
like.
phone with us. We can have like 6 viewers in no time.
Yeah, like
Yo, do I hear myself?
if you wanna?
No.
No, nope, I can't hear myself. That's impossible. That's horrible. All right, I do need to hear this for a second. I'll mute my mic.
Rachel,
Yo,
look up SMH live. Do it now. Do it.
The invitation.
Just do it. Just
Do it,
do it.
Rachel. You'll actually enjoy the stream.
Yeah, you will genuinely you'll be laughing your pant. Never mind.
Where's that going, Andrew? That's a weird head scratcher moment.
No, we don't
right
have
there.
dirty minds. What are you talking about, Rachel? No.
Can you guys be quiet for a second? I need to test the audio. Thanks.
You need to test your mom's audio. What was that?
Oh, frick! You guys can hear that?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. No, it doesn't matter if it's capital or not.
What
If you don't
was
find
that?
it, his YouTube name is Hey. Hey.
All right. So I was just testing to see if the stream could hear my computer
H-E-Y.
audio, me, and you guys at the same time, because that's really hard to do for me, because I'm retarded. All right. That was a Halo 2.51 sound test.
Cancer, dude. I never want to hear that again. Holy cow. My goodness.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you asked your sister to watch, but do you know what we're gonna? You know what we're doing, right? Again.
No.
Oh, we're talking about the woman body? Oh shoot.
What? What?
Yes, I know.
Andy, everybody.
I remember quickly. Yes.
Yeah, we are going to watch Jubilee's Middle Ground. Can Satanists and major religions see eye to eye? We're not going to focus on major religions, only the Christian aspect of the major religions, because there's a Christian, there's a Hindu, and I think,
Quote, Christian.
right, I think he's like one of those, what's a weird
Like kind
Christian?
of retarded Catholic.
What's a Christian? But the denomination's weird. What's
The denomination's weird. I love that.
It's one of the weird
love the way you
Christians
said
that
that.
aren't like a Baptist. We're Baptist Christians, all right? The right kind of
You mean
Christian.
Methodist? I don't know.
Degenerate
Right.
Baptist.
Well, he'll
Dude,
mention
we're-
it.
we're
He'll
Baptists.
mention it in a second. But we're Baptist Christians, the right kind of Christians.
Yeah.
All the controversy in this one episode.
We're fundamental Baptists.
You heard it here, folks. All right. So let us begin. All right. You guys should. So
No.
I'll let you guys know when the Christian guy is speaking, and everything else we can probably just like ignore, except for the Satanists, because we need to hear it. Anyways, let's just. What we'll be doing is giving our views as Christians, because when I watch this, I think the guy who was representing Christians, like pretty much all Christians, did a horrible job. So we'll be fixing his mistakes, pretty much. All right,
His
ready?
life.
You ready?
Yep.
All right.
Dude, that gun is so bad that I'm using.
Okay.
The crud.
That God gives
Sorry.
to the people that He
Yeah, I'll just start.
For additional information.
the invitation
This video will be linked in the description in the VOD.
that God
Don't
gives
copyright strike me.
to the people that He made is so generous and came at such a high price to
A
Him.
high price. He gave up
that,
a weekend.
That
He gave up a weekend.
right.
That was just like the thing to get you interested. So there's a guy, right? He looks diabolical.
I am a Presbyterian pastor.
I'm a
Presbyterian.
Hindu.
I'm Muslim.
Hi, I'm Lois. I'm a Satanist.
When I heard of Satanists, my first reaction was something that does not align with my core beliefs.
I think of like a lot of darkness and evil and lostness.
Lostness.
When I think
Descriptive.
of Abrahamic
Yeah.
faith, I think of
Alright, so this guy, Richard Lale. He's one of the Satanists. Check out this guy's drip. I mean, okay, wait. Check it out. I'll send a picture in chat.
Probably gonna be like some scary.
Yes.
I'm gonna die.
Do you see
Please.
his picture?
I'm
Yes.
in the middle of a Warzone match right now.
Oh, well, okay. Just look at it when you can.
Slaughterings and burnings and mutilations, all in the name of God.
To myself, I don't actually have a image or a person or a thing that I think of when I think of Satan. The Arabic word for Satan is shaitan. He's what's whispering in your ear in a sense of trying to lead you away from God.
I'll skip towards the actual
more about the Temple of Satan. What is that?
stuff. It says we brought 6 strangers together to speak a dialogue about religion and whatnot.
My name's Sean Gendel. I'm a Presbyterian pastor, married to my wife Kelly, and we have 3 children.
I'm Amr Isa. I'm 19 years old. I'm Muslim. I was born and raised in a Muslim household. Muslim my whole life. It's a big part of who I am.
My name is Jason Turgeon. I'm 33. I'm a Satanist. I was raised Christian and have somewhat recently converted.
My name is Ragini. I was born and raised in India, and then I moved here for grad school, and currently...
My name is Richard Lane.
Satanists back
All
there
right.
on the left, and members of hell is a real place.
So what they're doing here is there's like empty seats, and they
I've
ask.
seen their shows before.
Oh, okay. Andy, do you know what's going on with the middle ground? Basically, there's
Not
empty
to
seats, and like they
specifically.
say a statement that could be controversial, and if they think it's true, they step up and take a seat and talk about it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So he's
Yeah.
like saying hell is a real place, and no one's sitting down, and so some people will step up. So the Christian, the Hindu guy stood up.
I don't actually know, like, when I try to think of what hell looks like to me, I don't think it's how it's been in movies or people just talk about, like, some fiery inferno. I believe in an afterlife where there is kind of a good place and a bad place, where what you do here kind of determines where you're going to end up.
Yeah, one of the signs that there is something greater than us out there is that we see something beautiful that we want someone to express our thanksgiving to and our worship towards. And in the same way, on the opposite end of the spectrum, when there are terrible deeds or acts that are committed by humans towards one another, that there also needs to be a place of justice. And so I believe that there is a heaven and that there is a hell, and that the gift of grace that God offers us is so generous that for those who reject it, that there has to be a place of judgment. So, yeah.
Facts.
Like disagree or come
Yeah. So far. So pretty much
Personally,
everyone else disagreed.
I would never worship a god. They would send someone to an eternal lake of fire to be burned forever for the simple fact of non-belief. When that deity knows what it
It's
would
not.
take to
So yeah,
Okay.
that's the No, you were saying
Wrong on so many levels.
exactly. Well, Andy was
It's
saying.
not- yeah.
So Andy, you go.
It's our choice. Every human being
It's not a
innately
simple
knows.
thing.
Well, let's let Andy talk first.
That.
And then you can talk. Then
Sorry.
I'll talk. It's all good.
I had the thought, now I forgot it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll say
But-
something quick, and then Jacob, I feel like you want to say more. So it's not just the simple fact of non-belief. It's not just non-belief that would send you to hell. It's every human sins from birth, and that sin justifies hell. Believing that Jesus died on the cross for your sins cleanses you from all unrighteousness. And so it's not just unbelief, as he puts it, that makes you go to hell. Jacob, you want to add on to that?
Not really, not at the moment.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll keep playing it. So, this is wrong. This is the mustache guy, by the way. Richard.
convince every single person
Which
on
guy is
this
this?
planet
This is Richard.
knows
Who is he
what it
again?
would take
He's the one in the picture. He's like the diabolically dressed dude.
Okay, yeah, continue.
Yeah.
to convince every single person on this planet that is cruel, it is inhumane, it is not kind, it is not generous, and that is not a God worthy of worship.
What's more, it would be
Another
damning
Satanist.
the vast majority of everyone who's ever existed for not believing in him for a set of rules that he created.
To be fair, I feel like this presupposes that to burn in hell means that you don't believe in God. I'm sure that there are religions, and I know that there are people who believe that hell is a place for murderers, you know. And when I was Jewish, we didn't believe in hell. They didn't even talk about the devil. I just kind of came upon it myself. I believe that in the event that we have spirits and they will go on to some other realm, it's probably more of a nebulous place than a physical hell, lake, fire, everything.
I don't even believe we have souls necessarily. I'd like to see some evidence before I believe something like that.
I barely believe that we're even conscious, let alone, like, I'm about to have an existential crisis up here.
Booker, can I get a
I think this.
picture of the whole cast?
Yeah. I know it's kind of hard to distinguish everyone's voice just by voices. Here's all the people that are talking, and I'll give you in order from left to right who they are.
Okay.
You got Christian, pastor. Christian, I think he said Muslim, then Satanist.
They're the darkly dressed ones, right?
Yeah. And then Hindu, and then next to are Satanists.
Okay.
So, boom.
Is the dude with the long hair the Christian?
No. No. Don't forget, long hair on men is unholy, Jane. No, I'm kidding.
I'm
Jokes,
just wondering.
Jokes. Yeah.
I like the guy with the silver chain on the left side in the middle, on the left three people.
Religion aside,
his drip is good.
It's drippy. Yeah. And of course, the guy in the blazer is the Christian.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. All right, we good?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this so and so speaking. By the way,
Is this guy's named Lord Lale?
Lord Yale? No. It's
Lord
Richard.
Lell.
Richard Lell, right?
Oh.
He's diabolical, bro. All right. Well, we'll
scary.
continue.
If I saw him in the street, I'd be like, "What the frick?"
Yeah, exactly. Like if I pictured Satan like in real life as human, I mean, that's who I'd think of, pretty much. Oh, frick.
The Bible does describe him as a shining angel, though.
Probably more of a nebulous.
Yeah. Sorry, I kind of queued off.
Anyways.
All right. We're right about here.
I think the historical
Christian guy speaking.
position is that the gift of the invitation that God gives to the people that He made is so generous and came at such a high price to Him.
A high price. He gave up a weekend.
He
gave up a weekend.
Right.
He was God before.
Yeah.
He was God during, and He's God now. He gave up a weekend. If I knew right now that I could go off and die and then not die, where's the gift in that, number one?
I'm able to look at the...
Any comments? I'd like to add something, but...
Well, keep going. I'm just kind of listening.
Yeah. If you want me to pause anytime, you just let me know. So, like, he didn't just, like, as you say, give up a weekend. He, like...
What does that even mean?
I think
what does he mean by that?
He's talking about Easter and, like, how when Jesus died on the cross...
Oh,
he
literally
came back.
Giving up a weekend?
Yeah, he came back to life, and so he's like, where's the consequence? Well, Jesus, without getting into it too much, Jesus was fully God and fully human, which is only accomplishable because he's God the Son. He's God's literal Son, and he lived a full human life up until the point, and then he suffered. I don't know if you know, like, Romans and all that, but like he suffered on the cross and he died, and it was very painful. And even before that, they kind of like tortured him and stuff, with the crown and all that junk. But so he paid a pretty good price. I mean, I'd say.
Yeah.
So like it
the
wasn't.
Bible says he's a man of sorrows.
Yeah. It wasn't just a weekend. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll keep going. Let's see what the Christian guy says.
Grace that has been extended to me, and I receive it.
I want to make sure I can get a full set.
Okay, so the way that I would commonly think of it is that if I gave up the life of my own son, in exchange for your life, that it is okay then for me to make the invitation that God makes towards us.
Is that moral?
Is it moral?
Is it moral? On a corporeal level?
Jesus took on the penalty that I deserved for the sins that I committed.
Who are
if
we to
we're looking
say
at,
as
the
mortal
traditional-
beings to an infinite God, you're not moral, or you're moral?
Exactly.
Sorry?
Exactly.
What's your place?
Yeah.
Stupid, weird, drippy weirdo.
Is it moral?
Not wrong.
On a corporeal level?
Jesus took on the penalty that I deserved for the sins that I committed, if we're looking at the traditional Christian faith. And so I received his gift of grace and as a payment for the things that I had done. So your question, is it moral or is it just? Is it fair? I'm able as a Christian to say, no, it's not fair, because I deserve the punishment that he took on himself.
Yeah.
Faith to me is everything. We grew up in a household of faith and learned to
This is the Christian
love
guy.
Jesus and love the church
Yeah.
and serve the church.
Sounds
from
like it.
the family that I grew up in, and so my wife and I have
There's a difference. Big
embraced that
difference.
same life of
There
faith,
is.
and we
There is.
have taught the Christian faith to our children to understand themselves and their world because of him and his teaching.
I believe there's a higher purpose in life.
The other three
I
religions
think I
stepped up.
strongly believe there's a higher
It's
purpose
Hindu.
in life. I don't think I found it yet, and I hope, and I would like to believe that I will one day in the journey of my life.
I completely agree. I don't know what my purpose is, and I don't think there's like a higher purpose that fits for everybody. But to me, the idea that there's some bigger purpose has always been very comforting to me. Otherwise, kind of what's the point of all of this?
No, I fully agree. I believe it's a question that we all ask, and it's one of the gifts of faith, in my opinion, so that when there's times of epidemic and war,
Pandemic.
pandemic, you're right. Better,
Oh my word.
Yeah.
that
This
we're able
is-
to.
after that first era, he kind of goes downhill. Like here, after I'll wait till he finishes, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't mention the one thing Christians were called to do.
Understand, even in those
Honor and glorify
situations
God
of
in everything we
difficulty
do.
and
That
conflict
and also the Great Commission. I don't believe he mentions it.
anxiety and
Wow,
fear,
okay.
Let's
that
just
there
finish
is
this.
a higher purpose in life, and that there's more than what we see.
So yeah, like this is why I want to watch this, you guys, because the Christian pastor, higher purpose in life, well, like a purpose from someone higher, you could define that as, and that'll be God. And so God's purpose for us is to, I forget like what it says in the actual Bible, like the words itself, but it's to fulfill the Great Commission, which is like spreading the gospel to like everyone, pretty much.
To spread the word of God to the nation.
Exactly.
All people.
Yeah, and so like just leaves a bad taste in my mouth having this guy represent pretty much all Christians. Because I mean, I know he's not, but to the the person who doesn't know much about like different denominations on it, he's the guy that represents
If
every
they want
Christian.
to know more, they can just show up at church.
Exactly, but like him not
Or read the
mentioning
Bible.
the important stuff's like frustrating, you know. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'll continue on. The Satanists none of them came for that, so they'll.
It's kind of aggravating when it's not totally accurate to what a normal Christian or what you would think is normal wouldn't think necessarily or speak or do what you think should be right.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they do that for like, I don't know, like some kind of like, I don't know, some weird reason. I don't know. It's hard to know sometimes.
Yeah. Alright, so the Satanists are coming back to the circle.
I trouble with the phraseology higher purpose
Richard.
because that, again, that denotes,
Yeah.
do I believe God? No, but I do believe higher purpose as in love.
Pause.
Yep.
Sorry. So he's a Satanist, right?
What?
Yes, right.
No,
So
that
he's a
was
Satanist,
the
correct?
girls.
Yeah, yes. Richard is a Satanist.
Or wasn't him?
This is the
So
dialogue.
he made
wasn't.
Satan, and what is the point of Satan? Where did he come from?
Exactly. I
So who
think
made Satan?
I'm not trying to forget my pun, but play devil's advocate here. But I think they kind of bring up what they think Satanism is later on, so we kind of get more answers to like what the base of their quote religion is founded on, right? I don't think they believe in an actual like guy with horns. I think it's just
They think of
they
more
think
an
of it as a
idea.
symbol, right? Freedom. I'm pretty sure that's what they say, but I mean, don't quote
Freedom.
me.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Okay, so
I'm just saying I don't think they actually believe in a guy with horns. That's what I'm saying here.
he doesn't have horns.
You know, no,
Who
like
knows
the
if he does?
like come on, like the general Satan, red dude, pitchfork horns, right? I'm just saying.
We know how the Bible describes him as literally Lucifer means, I think it means bright light
Well, yes, I was
or
just
shining star or something like that.
I was just saying. I don't think they necessarily believe in big scary man.
I don't
right?
think they. Yeah.
Well, I'll continue then.
Mm-hmm.
To give, generous, kind.
You good?
I dropped something.
Oof.
Oh, anything important?
No.
Okay.
Help
Yeah,
to
hopefully not.
heal. You believe higher purpose, as in love, to give, to be generous, to be kind, to help, to heal,
Love.
to
Love.
be there, to understand.
The phrase higher purposes, it's a loaded phrase.
I
Yeah.
struggle with higher purpose because it's like God said,
I choose you.
yeah, I choose you, and you are going to do
That
this
shouldn't
thing,
be a
and
struggle.
you're going to continue doing this thing for the rest of your life. And I really struggle with that.
I choose you.
Can I just
Sorry.
ask, and I mean this because I
Christian.
Yeah, you
received
can't
your
offend
statement
me.
with that.
You literally cannot offend me. What's up?
But
What's
just,
up, bro?
very,
Come on.
just curiosity, what if everyone was committed to this idea that like in the way that you expressed it? So I would say some people that are sort of pro-religion, like I am, would say that in order for us to bind together as a culture and learn to kind of work together and help cause one another to flourish, we have to agree on some kind of higher purpose or a common set of principles.
I disagree. I don't really see a need for having a prescriptive purpose. I'm
Then what's the
struggling
point
to
of
even see
living?
what
Just
you
kill
see.
yourself or party it up.
But we don't condone
Literally,
killing
if there was-
yourself. But yes, I
If
get
there
what you're
was
saying.
no point in life, you know what I'd be doing right now?
Yeah, just chilling, nothing. Right?
I'd be at the latest frat party right now.
Yeah. Like so, she's pretty much saying there's no purpose, there's no higher purpose, but like, yeah, there is purpose.
As the value in saying that you have a higher purpose.
Maybe it's
Well, Jacob, I think they're talking about higher purpose, which I don't think necessarily is the same as purpose for life, right? Because you can find purpose in
Your
anything,
higher purpose.
but the higher
I
purpose
guess.
is, I guess, something different. But I understand what you're saying. There is a higher purpose for living. Oh, I don't know. Like, that kind of sits wrong with me. Am I the only one?
If your purpose in life is to become rich or something, and you become rich,
Yeah.
it's not fulfilling at all.
Yeah, and then you're just like, what now? Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Everyone who's ever done that realizes
Mhm.
it's vain.
Yeah.
There's no point to it. There's no value. Other than that, you can buy a cool yacht. Yay. Now what?
So, like, we as Christians are here to glorify God and serve Him forever through the Great Commission. But does the phrase "there is a higher purpose in life" sit well with you? Like, I don't like the way it's like. It just doesn't sound right to me. What do you think? You agree? Or?
The higher purpose is just
Yeah.
honor and glorify God, I guess.
Well, yes, it is. But like,
It's kind of like an
the question
statement.
just doesn't. I don't like the phrase.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Higher purpose.
exactly.
Like, yeah. Anyways, I'll keep it going.
It's more of a fear or a concern, right? That if everyone got up every day and said that life is all about me, and it's what, and I'm not suggesting at all that that's what you're saying about.
I mean, it kind of is. Like,
It is my belief,
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't interrupt either
No.
of you. It is my belief that one should take care of oneself.
Just saying, you can tell this is Richard. Like, you don't even need to
Yeah,
see it.
you
You can
can.
tell it's
I
Richard.
can't. I can tell.
Yeah. All right.
It is my belief, I don't mean to interrupt either
No.
of you.
Yeah.
It is
My
my
belief,
belief that one should take care of
oh.
himself.
Monkey,
Because nobody else
stop
will.
repeating.
People who do take care of themselves, they understand that it is balance, and they're not going to go out and cause anarchy and mayhem in the streets.
It can even be like a selfish act to be helping the community around you, and it's still a good thing. It's still important. It doesn't take a higher purpose to make that kind of thing happen.
Sorry, Andy, for repeating. That's me. Every time we like get into the little like 2-minute conversation, I skip back at like 5 seconds just so like we're in the context. I don't want to take them out of context, right? That'd be the worst thing to happen, right?
It was
Yep.
going to school with the intention to become an ordained minister in the Pentecostal church. One of the things there is you read the Bible a lot every day, all day, and after doing that for like several hours a day and reading the Bible through back to back several times and discussing it, I wasn't sold at all. I guess I style myself more as a skeptic and a humanist than anything, and Satanism just happens to fit really nicely in that category for me. And this is actually also kind of like my outing video. Like, my family doesn't know I'm a member of TST. They don't know I'm a Satanist.
TST is the Satanic Temple.
I believe in good and...
So what do you think about that?
Who was speaking at that point?
That was
that
Jason, the long-haired guy.
He is one?
Yeah, he's a Satanist. He's kind of like hippie-looking and stuff, and sounding too. It's chill.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So what about
That makes
the
sense.
emo girl sitting next to Richard?
Also a Satanist, yeah.
There are 3?
Yeah, there's 3 Satanists, and then there's 3 other religions: Hindu, Muslim, and Christian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or presumably Christian.
Right.
Who knows?
All right. So this question is: I believe in good and evil.
Why is everyone like, dude?
They're making noises, but they're like just gesturing, walking. They're not really walking. So they're like, I don't really believe, but you know, kind of, but no.
Those are,
Only the Christian guy walked up. I believe in good and evil. Only the. Okay.
I have as part of my own belief system for sure, a conviction that all of our hearts can at sometimes lead us to do acts of evil, and so I see it in the world around me on both sides.
Pause.
Yeah. Is that how Christians sort of said that?
Would you say Hitler is evil, or would you say Hitler is good? What is he? Good or bad?
I'd say evil, of course.
Okay, yeah. Well, then maybe it's not that hard of a question.
Yeah.
I think helping an old lady across the street isn't evil.
No.
If you have good intentions, right?
Yeah.
But if you want to mug her at the end of the street, that's evil.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
Not that hard of a question. I don't know why
no.
not everyone is walking up. Like, that's super basic. What? Huh? Red flags all over the place. Just blowing up.
Honestly, now that you kind of put it in that context,
blowing flags up everywhere.
You say that against the Satanist. How are they gonna come? Like, how are they gonna defend that? Like,
The guy
yeah.
is literally saying, "Oh, I think we should better our community." Is that good or evil? Or is making the community better a better place good? And he's like, "Oh yeah." Then there is good or evil.
I think
there's a difference.
I think the Satanists
like,
are all about
what?
themselves. It's like kind of selfish belief, and they're trying to advocate that selfishness isn't
They're
just
deceiving themselves.
Exactly.
Believing that God is not real, because if God is real, then you have to repent and turn from your wicked ways and acknowledge Him as your Lord and Savior. Otherwise, you're
exactly,
gonna
but they
end up
don't
in
want to
hell,
admit to
period.
that.
Yeah.
They
Which
resist the devil.
Figures.
The devil. They resist the Lord.
That'd be good if they resisted the devil, but I doubt it.
Jacob's over here raining down brimstone and fire on the conscience. Wow. Should be a preacher, my guy.
Nah.
All right. I'll keep
No,
it going. Everyone else is all the doubters coming back from the. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the phrasing is something that's it's a little bit catchy.
It's just dichotomy.
Yeah.
It just
I mean, I believe in right and wrong, and I think some things, for me, a lot of things lie in the gray area, but there are some things that I consider right.
There
and
is no
wrong.
gray area.
But I wouldn't say it's the same as good and evil.
You don't know what the
That was
gray
beautifully
area
said.
is.
That was
Some people would say
Yeah, I'm sure it
what
was.
life is. I mean, I'll take the opposite side just for a second, just for a quick second. Some people would say life is so black and white, you know, with good and evil. Because like, what if
Is music neutral?
I'm not getting into that. Like you could say, what if I you know what? I'm not intellectual enough to even try, so I'm just gonna keep playing the
What are you
video.
trying to say?
There are instances when you can do good, but it can cause more like wrong or bad than good, right?
Okay, so let me give you an example
Sure,
of what you're
sure.
trying to say.
Yeah.
Someone
Thanks,
gets
Shelby, yeah.
stabbed. There's a knife in someone. Someone doesn't know. You don't pull the knife out of someone when there's a knife in them. There are multiple reasons for that. I won't get into that. They pull the knife out with good intentions. Then that person bleeds out and dies.
Huh.
If you'd have left the knife in, it could have maybe, they would have not done that, right? But is that good or is that evil? I would say with good intentions, the death was something that's evil. Death is not good, right? Don't like death. But Christ conquered death by dying for us on the cross. So, is that what you're trying to say? Somewhat? Good intentions, but a bad outcome?
Yes and no. I was thinking a good action that could have bad consequences. And but now that I'm just like
That
thinking
is
about
what he
it.
just said.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty much. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Thanks for that. Hey, I'll keep playing.
Thank you.
I'm trying to be more intellectual than I actually am. It's not going well.
But yeah, no,
No,
I
you can
agree
do it.
with that. But
Yeah, this
I
is
also
Lois, by the way.
Yeah, I agree with
believe
that
that
too.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
what is right and wrong has changed throughout
Fitz
history,
T, this
and
is-
it's something where I don't know if everyday actions that I do right now are going to be considered evil later on. Like, is driving a car going to be considered wrong?
I don't believe in an evil.
That's
Big dum dum.
the problem with
What? I'm
not
so
being a
confused
Christian.
right now.
You
What did
just
she just say?
Well, yeah.
she doesn't think robbing a car, or she doesn't know for sure if it's
driving a car.
bad.
I was driving a car.
Driving a car? Why is
Oh,
driving a car
driving a
bad?
car?
I think it was an extreme.
I thought she said robbing a car.
I think it was an extreme example, right?
What? Because you're putting out fumes?
She didn't say anything
What?
like that. She just said. You want to hear
Oh
what she
no,
said
I'm
again?
killing the
Basically,
world. I
she
must be
said
doing something wrong.
what's good and wrong now wasn't good and wrong a long time ago. Like, you could have owned a slave, and technically that wasn't
That's
considered
wrong.
wrong.
Owning
Exactly,
a
it's
But you
wrong.
can't.
But
It's
now it's
wrong.
wrong.
Period.
Yes, no.
Yes, it's always been wrong. What?
Yes, no.
What?
I'm not advocating. I'm saying, of course, it always has been wrong, but like legally, it wasn't wrong. All right. Yes,
Yeah,
I
so
don't
what?
condone.
Does some dude sitting in an office make it right or wrong?
No, Jacob.
Since when do people...
Jacob, listen. I'm just saying. Her point is, throughout history, stuff and things have been considered right and
Talking about
wrong,
laws.
and they change. Yeah.
Talking about laws. Okay.
Yeah, not morals, because of course, morally, no
I
one
was
should
like,
condone slavery.
so confused if she was talking morally.
Yeah, but like she's saying,
Okay,
as an
yeah.
extreme example, like she doesn't know if driving a car could be illegal, right? In the future.
Yes.
Of course, it's ridiculous, but you know.
I don't know. With the
Is
way
driving
we're
a car going to
going,
be considered wrong?
I don't believe in an evil entity who is pitchfork and horns and looking like me with a goatee. That doesn't actually happen. If you ask anybody throughout history,
Funny.
they're always the hero of their own.
not really.
Even yesterday, I went to the grocery store and
What? Want to replay that?
Who's the hero of the novel?
He said, if you ask anybody, I'm quoting him, if you ask anybody through history, they're the hero of their own novel.
Oh, okay. So okay, never mind. Yep.
Yeah.
and there was one person who had like more than 10 packs of toilet paper. And I do understand that
Toilet paper is not going to save you.
yeah, I do understand that he was being cautious and watching out for
I don't know. We got a bag of toilet paper, and we've been fine ever since, so.
himself and his family. I just think the act of doing that is wrong because there were so many people who couldn't buy toilet paper.
But to
right?
him, that was right.
But that-
because he was looking out for his family, probably.
Yeah.
What
so
if he's buying
I
it
said-
for a
I was-
huge church or something?
You
Like,
never
dude,
know.
What if he's buying it for
Exactly.
his church?
Exactly.
Don't judge people. Let him do this thing.
Yeah.
Do you have toilet paper?
Yeah.
It's fine. Who cares?
Just-
if he's a single dude, maybe he never gets out of the house because gas is expensive and he's just doing his 1 month shopping or something. Maybe
Exactly.
he's buying it for his family.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Just don't assume on people, right? Don't
Judgy retards. My goodness.
yeah.
saying that I think
Exactly.
the act is wrong, but I wouldn't say that he's evil. Like, unless he has IBS or something.
Why is
It doesn't make sense. Why he got so
It's not funny, but okay, whatever.
Isn't that like
What?
that? Isn't IBS? What's IBS? Medical condition.
I think it's an STG. An STD, rather.
Might be ABS.
Oh, it just means you poop a lot. Yeah, it just means you poop a lot.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you have a medical condition. So
Yeah, exactly.
what's wrong with that?
No, I mean she was just making a joke.
Poor
like,
guy.
Okay, whatever, never mind.
My goodness.
Some of the core beliefs of Hinduism is to believe in dharma, making sure that you have enough for yourself and also enough for other people. But Satan in Hinduism is like an assistant to God, someone who can cause disruption, but that is more for the benefit of human beings by and large.
I believe Satan is evil.
The Christian
Huh?
walks forward, and the Muslim walks forward. Oh, nope.
Where's the Hindu at?
He backs up. The Muslim walks halfway and then backs out.
Set up.
Wait, why did you stop?
I was trying to play it out in my head, but then I realized I don't agree with that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, the fact that there is
So it's only Sean, the Christian.
a Satan who is real, and the fact that he is evil is, I mean, it's an important, pretty central belief that we hold in the Christian faith, and that there is a good and loving God and a Satan who is evil.
That was a
Satan-
terrible
He's a bit,
explanation of
he's
why
a
he
bit
believes
more than evil, but whatever.
that. My
Yeah.
goodness. God, does he not memorize his Bible at all? Look, as a pastor, dude, you should be spitting Bible everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like, Bible
I'm telling you, it's
everywhere.
it's
The Bible is a
it's
two-edged
like-
sword. My soul.
you know what it might
Righteous
be.
anger. My goodness.
I love the
righteous anger.
enthusiasm, Jacob,
no,
but
no,
like,
listen.
Holy cow.
He might be a worldly preacher just because he's a Christian, quote
Mega,
unquote, Baptist preacher doesn't make him
I get.
to the Bible standards. He could be part of a mega church and
down, Andy.
yeah, I'm picking up what you were laying down now. We're going hand in hand right here. We're going
yeah.
all the way.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at him
mega.
up.
If
I'm
you just
looking
because
him
you're a
up.
pastor doesn't mean you're a good Christian. Like these mega church pastors, there's literally a gay pastor in California. right now.
Yeah.
Literally. Like
Yeah.
what?
It's whack.
What? Huh?
Yeah, I don't think he's ever seen a Bible.
I don't think
But
it's Bible in his
whatever.
house,
Mm,
Probably not.
but we don't know. Whatever.
no, we shouldn't assume. We shouldn't assume.
Yeah, that's
All
why I
right.
just said we don't know.
Yeah, but I'd like
Like,
to
but-
think I'm right.
All right, well, let's play.
Anyways,
They're
continue.
saying he's evil. They disagree. They'll tell you why.
There's so many Bible verses. That are just, anyways,
I love the righteous anger. I love it, but like we need to have like sensible conversation, Jacob. Or else people are just gonna think we're religious fanatics, regardless of whether we're spitting facts or not.
So let's go back to Genesis, okay? God wanted to keep humans from eating the fruit of knowledge, correct? And Satan or the
good and evil,
serpent
the fruit of good and evil.
wanted to give humans that knowledge. I believe that's a good action.
That is a good action.
That's a good
What?
action. That's good action.
Yeah.
It's justifiable.
The first person to advocate for equal rights.
Yes. We only heard God's perspective, and from my perspective, I mean, just looking into the Bible, it's like we didn't hear Satan's perspective. Maybe he said, this is God is a tyrannical God, and I'm going to rebel.
He didn't do anything at all. He just created the earth, created man, created woman, and he didn't do anything bad. So like, huh?
I don't know. She like read 2 verses and was like, "Yeah, but look at this," and then just like put it down and was done.
Yeah.
You read past like Genesis 1:1
Something like that.
or Genesis like 1 through 10 or something. I think Genesis 4 is the fall.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Don't quote us though.
Yeah.
You can quote all you want.
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up.
From him, and I'm going to become a fallen angel to help mankind.
My interpretation and understanding of that story
Christian.
is that God created an environment where he
literally
was an environment of love.
He literally said it was good. Why would it be wanting to change if it was already good? Like what? So confusing.
She thinks God's word isn't viable, so if God says it's good,
Yeah,
it's
you
just
come into the
freaking
mindset.
sick.
she thinks it's just his part of the story, That's what
Oh
she's saying.
wow! Because the Bible literally says the devil is a liar and accuser. So
Say hi.
what?
Oh,
What?
don't audio feedback the stream.
Are you audio feedbacking
That's
me?
so
Is Rachel
cool.
watching right now?
Andy.
I don't know.
Wow.
What?
Nothing. All right, you ready to keep going?
And peace, and where his children that he created and whom he loved, he created in his image would.
They were naked and they didn't have understanding.
Yeah, and that they would. This is an environment for them.
That's a great visualization.
Wait, we gotta hear it.
Yeah, everyone on the Satanists, let me just point this out, have been constantly interrupting not just the Christian guy, but the Muslim and Hindu person too. They're like, bruh.
To flourish.
It's because they think they know better.
Exactly, they should be polite, regardless. Come on.
So
Better the community.
We gotta hear his whole point.
Let him talk.
Flourish.
You choose.
And so he puts them in this environment, and he desires for them to flourish and to live in unashamed relationship with him and his perfection and his glory
naked and stupid.
I see God making simple playthings because he's bored, if it's real then, and then saying, don't do this because I don't want you on my level, and if you do, I have to make sure you can't live forever.
So they did it, and we're nowhere near God's quote level.
All right,
so what? Huh?
What?
Huh?
And why would he even give the option for that? Why would if he's what? Okay, so if he was bored and just making playthings, why would he put any kind of fruit in there that would make them now? Why would he just take the
why would
fruit
he
away
give
and
us
then just have
free
them there?
will to choose evil, even though it's wrong? Why would he give us free will if we were just quote playthings of God's? Of course we're not. We're God's creations, and He loves us dearly. That's why He gave us the free will.
He literally sent us His only begotten Son. So what?
Yeah. Bruh.
You really don't get on my level.
And this guy said he read the Bible back to back 3 times.
I think that if you heard that one of your friends was having a baby and you'd say, oh, you're just making a plaything for your...
That's different. That's different.
But there are some parents who use their kids as their playthings.
Yeah.
But that's how I see the same generative love that out of which God created us.
I think for me, from
Hindu.
as much knowledge as I have about
she
Satan,
sounds like a Hindu.
I think Satan is
Bruh.
a symbol of freedom and liberty.
Not trying to be racist.
Yeah. I don't know if that's racist. I think it's just more religionist. So, Jacob, we disagree with most of these people's religions. All of the religions except for the Christian guy. We disagree with them, but we shouldn't be rude to them necessarily, right?
I'm not. I also recognize the voice.
Yeah. I'm not saying that you were rude. I know you're just trying to say that, and other people, stupid people online,
What
just
kind of
take it out of
what kind
context.
of Also, yeah, I don't know why it has to be posted per se. Because you really think some dude, pardon my mic, but some random people on the internet are gonna take it seriously.
Well, I don't.
Let's take this seriously.
It's not. It's not that I'm trying to care about my channel. It's I don't want I want people to think the best of my friends too.
We have to be somewhat biblical too. Even if we do judge, we have to be careful too what we say, or else we're gonna start sounding like them too.
Yeah.
And if we start sounding like them, we're pretty much just saying nothing, and people are gonna be like, "Well, how are you any better if you sound just like them?" You can preach all you want behind a screen, but if you're face to face to somebody and you start acting like that, you know.
This isn't directed towards you, Jacob. We're just talking about.
I know, but
All right.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
What group, that way, is mainly Hindu?
I mean, yeah. Like I mean, they have an accent, right?
And I recognized an accent.
Yeah.
And I wasn't trying to be mean or anything. I was like, no.
I'm not trying to accuse
And
you of
I
that.
recognized her voice as she said, "I'm Hindu," right? And I was just like, I mean, whatever.
You're good,
Sure.
bro. Yeah, no, you're good. I wasn't trying to accuse you. I'm just saying some idiot online may take it the wrong way, and I wouldn't.
Who cares? Some idiot online
Sure.
could take anything the wrong way.
But regardless, I wouldn't want anyone to see you as some stupid person, and I know I know you're not.
I don't care.
Okay, well, I care for you, Chief. That's why I'm here.
Okay.
So
We'll
that
keep
is
it going.
not evil. Of course, like we discussed before, if people commit wrong deeds in the name of Satan. then
Hey,
that's
somebody
wrong.
actually
For me,
liked it.
I flipped
Your
flop a
sister,
little
eh?
because I don't think that on its own Satan is evil. I think he's used to represent evil. Whether he does.
What's her name? Charlotte? Caroline? Frick.
Rachel.
Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Or not, he's used to
Charlotte.
Listen. Listen.
say, like, if you do something wrong, like, oh, that's an act of, like, the devil, kind of.
Right back.
Satan represents to me taking responsibility for your
Feel free to lay into Richard, bro.
own actions. It says
Yeah.
to thirst for knowledge, for understanding, to understand that man is an animal, sometimes worse than those around.
Man is made in the image of God. What?
Yeah.
Religion has
What?
caused more harm than good.
Alright.
Religion has caused a lot of harm.
Only Satanists walked up, by the way. Only 2 of them.
Obviously.
Is it the
Friend
ultimate
hard.
source of evil? No. Ultimately, people.
Alright, well, you don't need to insult them.
I wonder why. I wonder why the one. Dennis didn't walk up.
Why the one Satanist didn't walk up?
Yeah, the other one. Aren't there 3?
Yeah, there's 3. Only 2 walked up. It was Jason, I think, and Richard.
Make their own decisions, but
The long-haired boy.
we talk about crusades and witch trials and the God hates fags and the snake handlers and the hypocrites,
Persecution
and
of science.
the subjection of science, the arts.
I mean, I don't know that there's been a major war that hasn't been at least fueled by religion, if not directly started by it. Some of them were just political things, but they were always had a religious backing at some point that like flared the fire up and made it so much worse than it would have been.
Yeah,
I mean,
no?
people will differ on anything, really.
Yeah, we're people. It's
We're
not.
literally humans.
Andy, listen to
She
this.
laughed at the part where you messed up her name.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Rachel. No, we'll forget it. Alright,
Yeah, she said she was watching, but she's gone to bed now, so all good.
that's what she says, but she's still watching. She's still watching. No. And listen to this part.
Crusades and witch trials and the God hates fags and the
What are
and the snake
fags?
handlers and the
No.
Faggots.
No. Okay.
I mean, I
Oh,
don't
okay. Oh, yeah.
Wow,
I know what that
Andy,
is.
just dropping the F-bomb.
know. I mean, I don't know.
Alright,
I
not
mean,
usually a
I don't
good
know.
word to say, but sure.
Well, I mean, it is a insect as well, so.
That's
That is
maggot.
No.
But yes.
I forgot about
Okay,
that.
yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Oh! Do you know what that means?
What?
A gay guy.
Oh.
It's also a dish in Britain. Faggot.
Huh.
Yeah. It
Oh,
looks...
you dropped the F-bomb too.
Well, I'm talking about the culinary dish. It looks very delicious. Anyways, back to this dude.
the subjection of science, the arts.
I mean, I don't know that there's been a major war that hasn't been at least fueled by religion, if not directly
World
started
War
by
One.
it. Some of them were just political things, but they were always had a religious backing at some point that like
obviously religious backing to
yeah,
everything.
at some point.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean it started off of that,
So-
which is exactly what you just
Yeah,
said.
he said. Yeah, like he said. I think.
He just completely contradicted what he
exactly.
said.
been.
There you go.
And
I'm gonna
they
take
vote.
Jakob's spot there.
What?
I'm gonna take Jakob's spot there.
Oh, no.
Put a little sensibility into the. You know.
I
Yes,
think
yes.
religion dictates moral values for a lot of people, and the way people interpret religion has caused harm. But religion itself would never, can never cause any harm. It is meant for the good of society and for the good of people.
I disagree with that, Mike.
Oh, but let
I would
her
agree with that.
Oh, but let her finish. Even the director of the thing is starting to call Richard out. He's like, "Oh, but let her
For
finish."
the good of society and for the good of people.
I disagree with that, Mike.
Oh, but let her finish.
He's like a little kid. He can't stop himself from talking.
Idiot. Sorry, I shouldn't
Specific.
insult
Yeah.
I know I'm insulting him, but specifically Richard. I feel like,
We probably
bruh.
shouldn't insult people.
Ah, yes. I know I'm being hypocritical now, but like, still, Richard.
No, I was insulting people too earlier. Just
Well, I think we both are, but I mean, we can agree on Richard. He's acting like a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Someone just shot
like
a
I said,
rocket
the
launcher
way-
at me,
Because I don't
and I'm
think
playing
any
Warzone.
God would say
Not
that
very
someone
nice.
is going to burn in hell. It's probably the way people have interpreted it, or the way people tell others, the way they've practiced. Some people have practiced it.
There is harm in religion done in the name of religion, but it's hard to quantify on a cost.
My favorite word.
Quantify.
My favorite word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Benefit analysis kind of way, which is worse, having religion or not having religion. Religion is a form of power. It is a tool, and it reveals the worst in humanity, and it reveals the best of humanity. And you can do a lot in the name of religion, but you can also do a lot of good in the name of religion.
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
I
So
think
far,
the
doing a
power
lot
word
of
is
good
very-
and doing a lot of bad.
Yeah,
People misinterpret it. That's good.
and I mean, a lot of people do
Yeah.
bad things in the name of religion, even though it's not,
Yeah.
good, right? Yeah. So I mean, the only good point from a Satanist so far, might I say?
Very important to me. I have a lot of sensitivity about that, and where Christians have used either the Bible or their own conviction to express authority over other people in a way that doesn't lead to their flourishing. I think we're in agreement on that. As a member of the Christian church, I would say that there have been great contributions of people of faith to the cause of human flourishing and through medicine and healthcare and the arts and education and all those kinds of things. So
I wouldn't go about for the arts and the medicines, but
Yeah.
for the arts, yeah, not for the
Well,
medicines,
for the
but
arts-
for the arts, yes.
Christian
There's
art is amazing.
Beautiful artwork. Beautiful,
Cathedrals
beautiful
are
artwork.
amazing.
Most of
Cathedrals
those
are
artists
beautiful.
were not Christian. They were
I
just
don't
hired.
care if they
Van
were
Out of
hired
Da
by
Vinci
the
was not a
church.
Christian.
I love it. I love Saint Sebastian portraits. I love all of
Some of the choral music is
banned.
beautiful.
All of
The
it.
tradition is sometimes beautiful.
Yeah.
You know
There's beautiful things
paintings.
in it, and it can help calm someone if that is what they need. I do believe that people do need rituals. I myself have rituals.
So I think religion's has given a lot of
Yeah.
people some kind of peace
Yeah,
of
you
mind.
do.
And I think even if it's necessarily again, I think what to you someone believing in God, well that's just not true. Why would you do that? I guess to me, believing in God, I don't think, and I've never ever imposed my religion on anyone around me. I use it as something. It's like a personal relationship between me and God, and it's helped me again lots of times in those times of alone,
You should
in those
pause.
dark moments, I guess.
You should have a personal relationship with God, but
He
you
said-
should witness for God too. But you shouldn't be yelling at people, accept Christ or go to hell. That's just
Yes.
unbiblical.
Perfectly said. He is talking about Muslim God though, FYI. But yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Muslims don't. Muslims don't. We don't have the same God, do we? They have a different.
No, we don't. I think they have Allah.
No, that's Hindu. Muslims are like
No, I don't know.
right, Andy? What Muslims? Wait, no. You guys are completely right. No, it's not. I was thinking, who are the people in Idaho? The white shirts, black pants.
Oh,
They come to
you
your doors.
mean
Jehovah's Witnesses. No.
no?
It's one of
Jehovah's Witnesses come to your door.
Yeah, I know. But I'm talking
Mormons?
about Mormons. I thought I was confusing Muslims with Mormons. It's the M.
Yeah, those guys.
Anyways,
Yeah.
let's keep going.
Yes, or in those happy moments, just thanking God for blessing my life, or in those dark moments, feeling a little less alone is what it's helped. And I think people I've talked to have felt similar things in that respect. I've always been proud of my religion. It's never something I've tried to hide. I think it's like if someone would have a conversation with me, not in an overbearing way, but it would be something that would come out very quickly in the conversation for some reason or another.
That's a good thing.
I consider myself a good person.
Good for you.
Where no one is good.
Everyone
We're
walked
all
up.
evil. What?
I'm a great person.
Oh, yeah, that was very arrogant. Haha.
Bad is objective. Because does everyone love me? No. There are people who absolutely wish me dead, and that's okay. Maybe I deserve it from them. I don't know. But on the other hand, I help little old ladies across the street, and I give to the poor, and I give time and energy, and so is that good? Maybe it outweighs the bad.
It's that constantly striving to be better in whatever means that is, but a moving forward sense, not just staying stagnant and I'm this and I'm going to stay this way all the time.
Yeah, it's an active pursuit. Like you have to do it every single day.
Completely.
No, I do believe that being good is in these minute, like little actions, these micro actions that you do every single day.
I'm intrigued. Do you guys base it more on your intentions or more on your actions?
I think it's both, but intention is really important.
It is. Because sometimes you do something thinking that it's going to be a good thing, but it turns out to be disastrous.
That comes back to your example, Jacob.
Yeah.
But as long as you had a good intention in it, I feel like it's
Like
not,
to a certain extent.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm still thinking about the knife in someone's gut.
Yeah.
I have good intentions. Here you go.
How many people do good things because they think that's what people expect good things to be?
Yeah, and for me, I would just hope that my faith would be borne out in acts of kindness and mercy and compassion and charity. And I know that doesn't necessarily come from me, but I believe that I'm a good person because of who God has made me to be.
I think you're a good person because you're a good person. I also think you're more moral than the God of the Bible.
Let him finish.
I think you're a genuinely good person, and I think you're better than the Bible.
I think there's.
Let's hear that one more time.
I also think you're more moral than the God of the Bible. I think you're a genuinely good person, and I think you're better than the Bible.
1 second.
I think there's good.
All right, yeah. What's that?
Did you just describe an infinite God who we can't comprehend him at all? And you're saying, oh, he's not moral, or he's moral. What is your place?
Exactly.
If you say you're an animal, you're an animal, all right?
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm more advanced.
Who are we?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, who are we to look upon God and have, like...
It's literally like, if a bunch of clams were to come together, the smartest clams of the ocean, right? And they were like, yo, let's have a conference about humans. And they have no idea about humans at all. And they're just like, all right, we know humans. They like do stuff sometimes. We don't know if they're intelligent at all. We've seen some get attacked by sharks, and we all know sharks are dangerous, right? So they must be dumb. And we've never seen them before, so they must not exist. They're clams.
I see what you're going for.
Compared to us? Didn't explain it very well. But, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Some little, minuscule, literally nobody comes out and says this or that about some literally infinite being that we as humans cannot comprehend.
Yes, I get where you're going for, but that was a tough task of finding an analogy that kind of fits the situation. But
yeah,
you did good for what you had. So like, oof, good try.
Good
but yes, I understand. Andy?
I mean, I'm in the same boat, so.
Yeah.
For this one around, I don't really have anything to say, so.
Gotcha.
I mean, it seems like super obvious.
Jacob was the bravest of us to tackle that.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes it's deep with it. But I do think that at their core, everybody's a good person.
The Bible literally says no.
Yeah.
With that.
Why are you a Satanist?
Well, I'm a Satanist because I originally started out as an atheist, but I wanted to find more ways to do advocacy work within a separation of church and state. And also, I think Satan is pretty cool. Satan is kind of a daddy. So here I am today talking about Satan.
Alrighty.
I think she's had
Couple beers.
well, not that. I was gonna say
Couple too many cold ones.
I was gonna say some traumatic experiences as a young child, but yeah, hopefully she fixes that out soon.
I respect all religions.
Would you guys walk up during this one? I would. Because even though we disagree, we should be kind.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I respect all humans because we should.
Yeah.
They're made in the image of God, whether they're evil, good, or quote unquote good.
Yeah.
Right?
We should be able to disagree with someone and also respect them.
Be able to get along with them.
Exactly. But, civil, right?
Yeah.
So
not like I disagree with you and then punch them, right? No. Or yelling.
Respect.
Yeah. The Satanists are not walking up. Oh, one did.
I respect you if you're a good person and you're doing, if you think your religion is great, but I mean, there's probably a religion out there that I'm going to say that's not okay.
I mean, I'm saying I respect all religions in the sense of the ones that I know of. I guess there's some obscure thing that I'm not aware of that really does stand for horrible things I don't agree with. My answer will change.
Yeah. I think whatever you want to store your faith in, and if it helps you and helps you to unite with other people, of course, I'm sure we all respect that, and that helps you.
The word respect, though. I don't respect some people because of some things they've done. Right? But should we generally respect people? If I first meet someone, I'm going to be respectful and polite. If someone comes up to me and I don't respect them because of something they've done, I'm going to act well and proper, right?
Yeah.
But even though I don't have respect for them. Respect is like,
It has to be earned.
Yeah.
In a sense.
I feel like
especially if you've done something wrong.
I feel like they're using it in the context of like I don't like look down on every religion except mine, right?
No, I don't look down on people.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the context they're using respect in, not in like as in respect a person. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So more like.
I don't think
like,
everything else is like
Hindu.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I have committed my life and
you're a Hindu?
in the future to a religion that believes that it is the right and the only way. I also believe I respect people and love people and believe in people's freedom to choose.
Even in Islam, in the Quran, we have this one chapter. What it talks about is the respecting of other people's religions. Like, your religion is for you, and my religion is for me, and like my religion is mine, and your religion is yours, and like that's okay in a sense. We're separate from each other, but still preaching that respect.
Muslim.
Okay.
Like, it's a platitude of all religions to say.
Platitude. Where does he find these words?
I don't know.
I mean,
I need to look that one up.
I will say though, you need to.
He's doing this on purpose to be like.
Oh yeah, this is most definitely a character he's playing. No way he lives there day to day.
This is lore.
This is lore.
Like, look at what he's wearing.
Exactly. No way. This is a character. It has to be.
If I see someone walking down the street like that, I'm like, okay, you got some drip, but that's kind of like random. Like, does he walk around like that in Walmart, or is he dressing up for an occasion that he thinks is important, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
How we dress up for a church.
Yeah. He's an advocate of the Satanistic church, and he wants to make a good impression, so he's gonna dress up how he thinks that would happen, right?
Fine.
And act like it. Yeah. So like.
Yeah.
No way. This is day to day.
Portray them as intellectuals.
Exactly. But platitude. Whoa. A remark or statement, especially one with moral content, that has been used too often to be interesting or thoughtful. So an overused thing.
Cool, I guess.
That's a fun word.
It's a platitude of all religions to say, I respect your religion, I respect your religion, I respect your religion, but you're all saying, oh, I respect your right to have that religion, but then internally You're saying Allah is the
Are
only
you
God. Jesus is
assuming
not
that?
God. Vishnu, Krishna, these are gods, these are deities. Jesus Christ is the only way. He is the answer. He is the only one. I'm right,
Facts.
you're all wrong, but I'm going to be
Exactly.
nice about it.
I think
Exactly.
No, because that's not what we're
Well,
doing.
But I was agreeing to Jesus Christ is the only way
Yeah,
to save you.
I know, I got you. I'm just saying what he's saying is wrong. Like, no, because
No.
like we can respect other people's religions and still think they're wrong. Oh wait, isn't that's what he just said? You guys want to
so.
butt in here and like save me from this?
Not really.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah. I need to.
Krishna, these are gods, these are deities. Jesus Christ is the only way. He is the answer. He is the only one. I'm right, you're all wrong, but I'm going to be nice about it.
I think
No.
that there's a difference
Oh,
between
that's what I
Yo,
don't agree with.
it's not like a "you're wrong, I'm right" type of attitude.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
the way he
yeah.
portrayed it is very like
Wrong.
It
Incorrect.
pretty much screwed
It's
up
itty
his
bitty
kind of
type thing.
point.
Because like, yes, we believe Christianity is
it is the only
true,
way.
and yes, it is the truth.
Well, we know it.
Yeah, sorry, let me rephrase. We know it, and it is factually, but like, he's dumbing it down to a degree where it's so.
He's painting it in a way that makes us seem like we're dogmatic people.
Yeah, when that's
Where in
not
some
true.
things you have to be dogmatic, some places you
Of
don't need
course,
to be
of course,
dogmatic.
but in the way that he's saying it, no, it's not true. Yeah. All right.
believing that somebody else's religion is wrong and respecting it. I feel like you can have respect and still disagree. And
Okay, yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where I'm kind of coming from. And I disagree with all of you guys on your religious beliefs. But of course, everybody disagrees on their religious
Who's talking?
beliefs.
I think we all
Is
disagree.
this the emo girl?
Julia the Satanist, yeah.
Yeah, she's just very, very wrong on her theology.
Yeah.
Agree with
Yeah.
each other
Like-
to a certain extent.
So that was kind of true. Like, yes, we disagree. But like, not in her case. But like, I'm going to stop digging this hole.
And
But we can all live in harmony and we can't.
And
I agree
respect
with
the other
this.
person's views.
Yeah.
The core of my religion is love.
Oh, that's an awkward question.
Everyone walk forward.
I don't really follow a specific organized religion, but I do believe that at my core, my belief system is full of love for everybody and respect.
First tenet in the temple of Satan is to have compassion and empathy for all living creatures within our reasonable understanding of it. So
And to love yourself, too. I think that's important.
For me, Islam is always, again, as far as self-love
That's just
goes,
straight up
always,
arrogant.
Like, preach self-respect for yourself, respect your body, respect your belongings, respect your public space, respect the earth, and love all. And it's just been a guiding force for love in my life, and I think it's because of the love
Is this
that's rooted
Preacher
inside
Man?
within it.
That's Muslim.
I'm curious.
Oh, okay.
Did you learn anything about the other side or about a specific person in this group that you didn't expect?
For me, honestly, it was more of that I didn't know what to expect, only because I know a bit more about Christianity, I know a bit more about Hinduism, just you don't learn about Satanism in school very much.
Well, to be fair, not to
Obviously.
interrupt, we three identify as Satanists, but we three also believe completely.
very different.
We're
Of
very
course.
different.
Of course. And I think that's why for me, I didn't really come in with many expectations. I was just willing and eager to hear what you had to say, hear your point of view. Our reason for doing what we do is a bit different, but I think we all want to be good people and live good, happy lives and preach love in some way or another. I don't mean preach in a religious sense. I just mean like be loving people.
His
I think
laugh,
we all
though,
want
man.
similar things. Just
It's
That laugh is terrifying.
it's what's the word?
Diabolical.
Not diabolical. It is, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Maniacal. Like, wow.
Sorry, maniac.
No,
That
not,
kind of thing. You mean like, I'm like, what? I don't
it's
know. Psychotic? I don't know. What
no,
are you
no,
trying to go for?
something like that. Not
Different
psychotic, but
reasons.
creepy.
Satanism is a newer religion. I mean, the Satanic Temple, obviously extremely new. Church of Satan, as run by Anton LaVey. Very new.
Aleister Crowley, still within the last...
Pretty new, too. I mean, obviously, there's been
Pause real
occultism
quick.
throughout.
Yep.
Just a little bit sidetrack here, but when they said the good and evil thing, is there good and evil?
Oh yeah.
What about the KKK? What do they do? Is that good or evil?
Of course. I think if they brought up some realistic situations, they would have broken down the Satanist belief extensively. But no one decided to actually think and use their brain.
Put pressure.
Yeah.
The world
You-
for ages.
We as humans can't save people, but we need to have the Holy Spirit, through the working of the Bible, get people to realize their sin and confess it. There you go.
Thanks.
Ages, but we have the benefit of coming in with these progressive ideologies and being able to form a new idea of what is acceptable.
In light of the coronavirus, we aren't doing handshakes or hugs or anything like that, but in your own way, express affection to each other as a group.
Well.
Oh, yes, that was...
What did they do?
What's his name? Gerald. What's his name? The drippy dude in the black drip. He started doing the Spock sign, live long and prosper. Richard, yeah. He started doing live long and prosper, but then he switched to the Satan symbol, the Satanist symbol.
What is that?
It's like do the rock and roll symbol and then put your thumb underneath.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very good one. Hail Satan.
Yeah. Anyways. So.
A box. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird. What did everyone else do?
Well, like the prayer symbol was the Hindu. I think the other guys shouldn't do anything. Well, that was middle ground. It was
That was
20.
interesting.
It was 27 minutes, and it took us an hour and 11 minutes to get through it.
Not bad.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. I'll take that.
I think we could have fine-tuned in some other areas, but we're just kind of like completely off the top of the dome. Like
We are teenagers with knowledge of this, but not to the level of someone who,
not to the level of our pastors.
not to the level of our pastors or,
Right.
yeah, of course.
And I'm literally playing Warzone right now, so I'm not really like looking at my Bible right now.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
I probably should, but
Well,
yeah. The spot verses, but
So this was just off the top of our heads, Our word isn't necessarily flaw, and we're all flawed, so we may have made mistakes during this. But there was our take on it. How do you guys think the Christian dude did on a scale of 1 to 10, representing Christianity in this circle?
like a 3.
I was gonna go 2.5, but yeah.